Zarg, where we research everything crypto. Before I begin today's episode, I'd like to make a short disclaimer. I'm obviously not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt and always do your own research, because this is just for entertainment and, for educational purposes. We were looking at Rovi.ai in our last video, so I wanted to cover it again, also because today's September 2nd and the public sale is live. So, for anyone that didn't watch the last video, Rovi.ai is basically a play-to-earn game on the metaverse. A lot of similar games have been launched, like Axie Infinity or even Decentraland. But Decentraland's like the motherlode of everything. You can't really call Decentraland a game. It's a universe. It's a metaverse. Right? And Rovi.ai is almost the same in its own sense. But what we understand on this channel, that for anything to be successful in crypto, it has to have something innovative. Copy-paste code cannot work long term. So what does Rovi.ai bring to the table that hasn't already been brought? I thought it was pretty interesting when I found out. So you can bridge tokens right now from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum, or from Polygon to Phantom, or from Avalanche to Phantom, to Ethereum, to Binance, all over the place. You can't do that with NFTs right now. Especially in the metaverse. With Rovies, that transporter essentially, that you're getting, the box, for the box you're getting, not even the meta, the box that you get, that your NFTs come packaged in, is essentially like a bridge for these NFTs. And because of technology like that, you're able to basically bridge these metas, not just from the Roviverse. You can bring them to Decentraland and play there, do whatever you want. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was different. I'm not even sure I understand it all correctly, but it was along those lines. So it still caught my attention. Obviously, do your own research, right? I'm just trying to tell you what my understanding of it is. This guy right here. So this transporter is basically a bridge, essentially, right? Your supercharger that you're receiving is the use case is to recharge your Rovi when it runs out of energy, when it's battling. And the Rovi is obviously generating income through an economy created by the gear token. You earn these gear tokens and you can exchange them for stable coins if you want. But basically that's how the Rovi is generating money. And the supercharger is generating income because other people can use your supercharger as well. And they can pay you for it. I already got some. And I'm hoping that, I'm able to collect more. Just because there's so many good projects going around right now, it's so hard to pick your winners. But Rovi.ai, definitely on my list. So if you guys are interested in grabbing one, you're going to need to go on Rovi.ai, obviously. You click on Mint, and it'll take you to another one of their projects, actually, metazone.io. This is also their project. They built this, like, I think a couple of years back. Yeah, they're just building on projects, you know? I think that's very cool. They're setting up like building blocks for their own future projects. But anyways, as you can see, the sale is finally live. 950 have been sold already. There's the total supply is 10,101 for the initial Rovies. The maximum supply that there can ever be is 100,000 something, I believe, something like that. Because you'll be able to fuse these Rovies once you can once you have them together at a replicator. It's cool. It's really cool. It's essentially like breeding, right? And I hope they put like in the code. I hope they put like genetics. I think that would be very interesting. I know they're gonna put like permutations of how they're gonna look, but I hope they have something that makes their genetics actually a big factor. I think that would be very interesting. So once you're on this page, you're gonna obviously have to create a MetaZone account. It's pretty easy. Like you just click here, and it'll take you through, you know, a sign up thing. But once you've created it, you can come here. You can either get one Rovi or three Rovi or 10 Rovi. Basically, the price is the same. You're not getting a discount for the more you buy. However, if you know anything about Ethereum fees, you should understand that your opportunity cost for per Rovi decreases significantly the more you buy, right? So, for example, if you're gonna buy one Rovi, your transaction fee is gonna look around $25, right? But it's gonna be very similar if you buy three Rovis or 10 Rovis. So it's gonna be $25 regardless. So that's why I think they put the option there. They're not really pushing it. The fact that you should buy more Rovis, which I think is awesome, because they've essentially built a floor price by not giving a discounted rate for buying more. I think that avoids whales, and it gives people that strongly believe in the project an easier way to purchase these transporters without spending a ton on fees, because Ethereum fees are crazy. Once you've bought it off this page, you'll start to see your NFT appear in your OpenSea account. So you don't even need to make an OpenSea account. I'm assuming you already have a MetaMask, which I'm assuming you do, considering we're already in the metaverse. But if you don't have a MetaMask, I'm going to be creating a tutorial video for DeFi wallets, just so people are able to get into DeFi and understand just what decentralized finance is, because I don't think people even understand that. But this isn't for them. This video is for people that already know what's up. Anyways, so after you've purchased your transporter, it'll start to appear here. It's pretty cool. That's what it looks like. That's your Rovi inside. It's not, you don't know what it is for sure until you unbox it. And we're not allowed to unbox it right now. So I'm just waiting patiently. But yeah, essentially, your Rovi has properties as well. So my supercharger is C here, this one. I have a couple different ones as well. But this one is C. I have an E. Right? The goal is to get all five, because then you have a super efficient farm, a supercharger farm on your property if you have all five. That's the goal, right? So obviously there's incentives for collecting these NFTs as well. Besides the fact that they have use cases, they also have a functionality, and there's a strategy on how to play efficiently, right? Um, But yeah. Here it tells you what mint it is. So this was actually one of the pre-sale ones. I wasn't lucky enough to grab my whitelist allocation, but I was lucky enough to scoop one of the invasion Rovies while I still could for a relatively cheap price. Not bad. But anyways, so obviously you're gonna need more if you wanna like start breeding them and actually play the game properly. But there's lots of incentives for purchasing more, right? For example, you receive a piece of land for each Rovi you have per address. So if you are planning on getting this project and you decide to get more than one, make sure you do place them in separate addresses. If you have questions about how to do that, just comment and I'll tell you how. But besides that, I want to talk about Moonbeam. Yeah. So I was having such a hard time picking my winners, but I ended up deciding that these two were gonna be good for me. Not financial advice. Do your own research. So this one's actually even more restricted, just because this is specifically for people that participated in the Moon River crowd loans, and anyone that's basically received an invite to this event. So Moonbeam's pre-sale whitelist is finally letting you register your address after you've verified using your IDs and just to prove it to them where you're from and all the good stuff. You're going to be able to continue with your registration. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just connect your MetaMask to it. They make it seem like it's really complicated, but it's not. All you have to do is just connect your MetaMask and connect it to your Ethereum network. That's it. After you've done that, all you need to do is leave funds in either Ether or USDT in your wallet, and they'll basically automatically take it out because they'll assume that that's what you have for them, reserved for them. There's going to be 3 rounds, so if you did participate in the crowd loans, you're going to be able to participate in all 3. The first one's guaranteed allocations, the one that essentially is made for us, and they're all capped at $2,500. So I thought that was very cool because it prevents whales from getting in, the ones that already haven't. But not a lot have, barely if any, considering that this is the pre-sale. So I that's what I thought would be cool for me. The price prediction for Moonbeam, I'm not sure how much circulation supply is going to be, so I'm not too sure. The total supply is 1 billion, so we don't really know. The pre-sale price is 25 cents per Glmr token. So take that how you want. 25 cents for Glmr. We already know what Moon River is doing. But Moonbeam is going to have different tokenomics just because the supply is a lot more, almost 100 times more. So we should expect like 100 times less price, but not really. Because remember, Moonbeam's on polkadot, and polkadot's Big Daddy chain. Right? So never forget that Moonbeam is probably going to attract a lot more institution investors rather than Moon River, just because of the security that Polkadot offers. No other reason. But yeah, 2 projects, pretty interesting. Just thought that you guys should have an opportunity to check them out, just because crypto is very cult-like and nobody likes to share nothing good. until it's too late.